The end of rod R shown maintains contact with the cam by means of a spring. So if the cam rotates about an axis passing through point O with angular acceleration of 5 radians per second squared and angular velocity of 2.5 radians per second, determine the velocity and acceleration of the rod when the cam is in arbitrary position 45 degree. Okay, kapag yung theta dalan dito is equivalent sa 45 degree. So, bakit applicable yung absolute motion dito, analysis? It's because yung angular acceleration at saka angular velocity ng itong mismong cam na nagro-rotate at about point A, no? Okay, sorry. A cam rotates, okay, about an axis passing through point O. This is basically the cam, this is the follower, okay? So, defined yun or clearly defined yung angular acceleration at angular velocity ng ating cam. Kaya absolute motion analysis ang appropriate dito. So, to solve for this problem, basically, we just need to determine itong tawag nito. Itong value ng x. Okay? Itong value ng x for this problem. So, basically, class, gawan lang natin to ng relationship with r, no? At saka with theta. So, ito, medyo makakreate tayo dito ng parang triangle, no? Wherein, kung itong triangle yung i-evaluate natin, so yung x niyan is dalawang beses lang ng length nito, no? Itong part na to, at saka itong part na to. So, gawin natin yung triangle na yan. Okay? I-relate natin yung so, yung itong distance na to, itong dimension na to, okay, sabihin natin that is x over 2, no? Kasi half of x yan, x over 2. Then ito yung theta natin, and ito yung r. So, anong trigonometric function ang magagamit natin dito? 'Di ba cosine? Cosine of theta is equivalent sa adjacent, which is x over 2 over r. So, therefore, you have here, ito cross multiply natin, r cosine theta equivalent sa x over 2. Then, to find the value of x, cross multiply din natin. Therefore, yung x pala natin is equivalent sa 2r cosine theta. So, yan yung value ng x natin, no? Yan yung gagamitin natin to solve for the velocity nitong rod. Velocity nitong rod at saka acceleration nitong rod. Okay. Remember, okay, yung x kasi, kinuha natin yan kasi that will define the position of the rod. Ang nangyari kasi, class, itong cam natin, no, nagro-rotate yan sa point O. Meaning to say, for example, at the instant na nasa dito sa 45 degrees, okay, pwede man din mangyari is that itong ating cam, okay, hold on, dali lang ha, move ko lang to dito. Pwede din mangyari, itong cam natin, no, okay, dito yan siya magro-rotate about point O. So, pwedeng ganito rin, no? Okay, sorry. Baliktad pala. Ayan. So, pwedeng ganyan yung cam natin or pwede at the instant na ganito yan siya. So, most likely yung rod natin, nandito na yan, no? So, yung rod natin is nag-move yan back and forth like this one depending on the position nitong cam natin. Kasi yung cam natin nagro-rotate yan about point O. So, ganyan. So, ganyan siya. So, therefore, to find the velocity and acceleration of the rod, okay, itong rod na to, so we need to determine itong x. Kasi yan yung magiging change of displacement, no? So, therefore, we have here our position, x equivalent to 2r cos theta. And kukunin natin value is the velocity. So, velocity pala nito, class. Diba, remember, yung velocity natin is the first derivative of the position with respect to time. Kung ang position natin dito is x, okay, so dx over dt lang yan, no? So, to get the first derivative, basically, we just need to take the first derivative of x with respect to what? Time. So, that is 2r cosine theta. Okay. Kasi meron tayong given dito. By the way, itong 5 radians per second, that is d square theta over dt, tama ba? T square. Or that is the first derivative of angular velocity with respect to time. No, that is equivalent sa 5 radians per second square. At itong angular velocity naman, that is basically your d theta over dt, or that is basically yung angular velocity ninyo. That is equivalent to 2.5 radians per second. Okay, yan yun, di ba? Sandali lang, class, ha. Tingnan ko lang kung nag-move dito siya downward. Nag-volume down dito siya. Anyway, so ito yung velocity na pinapahanap dito. So basically, we just need to solve for the first derivative nitong x natin. Okay, since yung r, okay, yung r is constant yan, no? Hindi yan na-change, class. Ito dito, yung r dito, hindi yan na-change. Fix yung r natin. Ano lang yung na-change? Yung theta. Okay, so therefore we will be deriving this one in terms of theta. Okay, we can only derive this one, yung theta lang natin yung madederive kasi yan lang yung changing variable with respect to time. So therefore, yung 2r, set aside natin yan. Derivative ng cosine theta is obviously negative sine theta. That is to be multiplied by d theta over dt. Itong d theta over dt, di ba, that is the same thing as the angular velocity. Kaya yung yung value natin for velocity nitong rad, no, is 2r, negative 2r sine theta. And then we have here angular velocity. Now, ito yung ating equation. So, at the instant na yung theta natin is, ano yung value dito? 45 degrees. Okay, 45 degrees. Ano yung velocity natin? Hindi man yung given yung r, no? So, basically, yung sagot natin dito is, ang sagot natin dito is in terms of r. Kung binigay yung r, sasabihin na natin, no? R is equivalent, okay, kulang yung r dito. Considering, okay, class, ha? Lagay natin na, considering r is equivalent to, let's say, for example, 5 meters. Okay, 5 meters. Kasi kung walang r, yung answer natin in terms of r. So, considering r is equivalent to 5 meters. So, yung velocity natin of the rad would be negative 2 times 5, then sine of 45 degrees. Then, yung angular velocity natin would be 2.5 radians per second. Okay, 2.5 rad per second. Okay? So, ang labas nito, meter per second. Okay, ano yung velocity natin? Pakikuha daw. Everyone, pakikuha naman. That is negative 10. Sige daw, sine 45, please. That is 2.5. Okay? So, ang sagot dito is negative 17.68. Tama ba? Meters per second. Anong ibig sabihin ng negative dyan? Okay, that is only indicating the direction. So basically kasi kapag nandito yung position ng ating papunta yan sa right. So the moment na mag-move yan papunta dito, so ang mangyari niyan, etong rad is mag-move siya in this direction. So negative siya. Okay? Pero that is only indicating the direction and not the any tawag nito. So, basically, pwede lang din natin sabihin, absolute value lang nito. Okay? So, basically, sagot niyan is 17.68. Tama ba, class? Hello? Tama ba tong 17.68? Na-calculate nyo ba? Okay. Okay, sabihin ko negative siya. No, pero the negative only indicates yung direction niya, na papunta siya dito. Okay, papunta siya dito sa direction na to, no? Kasi the moment na magro-rotate to galing dito papunta diyan, it will push the rod papunta dito. Okay? Anyway, yung numerical value niyo lang ang ilagay niyo, no? Okay. Pwede lang man din 17.68 meters per second. And then for the acceleration, that is the first derivative of your angular velocity with respect to time, tama ba? So, yung velocity natin nakuha dito, angular velocity, acceleration pala, no? Acceleration, hindi angular acceleration. Acceleration ng mismong rad. That is yung first derivative ng ating velocity with respect to time. So, nakuha naman natin yung velocity natin, which is this one, no? So, basically, that is derivative ng ating nakuha dito. Since yung angular velocity magiging constant na yan, so ilagay natin yan dito. 2r, angular acceleration. At i-derive lang natin yung sine theta. Sine theta, derivative niyan is, okay, dito, sine theta. So, mangyari niyan, negative 2r angular velocity, tapos derivative ng sine theta, obviously, is cosine theta. And we have here the first derivative theta with respect to time. Tama ba? Or hindi pala, no? Sandali. Kasi, kukonsider din natin yung ito pala, yung angular velocity, mag-change din yan with respect to time. Kasi meron tayong angular acceleration. So, basically, gagamitan pala natin ito ng tinatawag nating product rule. Gagamitan natin yan ng product rule. Okay, basically, ang mangyari dito, yung negative 2r, that is a constant. So, pwede natin yan iset aside. 2r. Then, u dv. Okay, derivative ng u, copy lang natin, angular velocity. Then, derivative ng v, basically, ito yung u natin. Okay? Ito naman yung v natin. Itong yung u natin, ito yung v natin. So, u dv, then derivative ng sine theta, that is cosine theta. Okay? Plus, okay? V sine theta, derivative ng angular velocity natin is angular velocity with respect to time. Yan yung ano natin dyan. So, therefore, yung yung acceleration ng rod natin is negative 2, tapos yung r, di ba, 5 meters. And then we have here, the angular velocity is 2.5, cosine of 45, no? Plus, sine of 45. Then yung the angular velocity with respect to time, that is your angular acceleration, which is equivalent sa, ano yun, class? 5 radians per second square. 5 radians per second square. Okay? So, therefore, yung acceleration pala natin is equivalent sa, ano to, class? Negative 10 times 2.5 cosine 45, okay, plus sine 45 times 5. Okay. That is negative 53. Again ha, yung negative sign only indicates the direction ha. So, pwede lang din yan, i-omit nyo na lang. So, absolute value lang. So, therefore, acceleration would be 53.03 meters per second squared. Hindi din natin masasabi na deceleration yan, no? Okay. Basta, it indicates only the direction. Para sa itong problem na to, ha? Okay, so, yan yung sagot natin for the problem number 1. Okay, problem number 2 tayo, class, no? So, at a given instant, the cylinder of radius r shown, no, has an angular velocity of 0.5 radians per second and an angular acceleration of 0.33 radians per second squared. Determine the velocity and acceleration of its center G, okay, if the cylinder rolls without slipping. So, kukunin na natin yung velocity at acceleration nitong G. Okay, nitong G. Point G. So, parang SG dito, di ba? So, initially, yung position niya, yung hindi pa siya nag-roll, at rest pa siya, ito yon. So, the moment na nag-roll siya, of course, yung center niya, nag-move na siya dito. So, yung center niya is nag-move rectilinearly, or mean to say horizontally. Okay, meron tayong tinatawag dito na position ng G natin, or displacement ng G natin, which is S sub G. Okay, that is the displacement na na-move ni point G. Now, considering meron tayong angular acceleration at angular velocity na binigay, no? Constant lagi sila. And then, meron tayong r. So, actually, r lang yung binigay. So, pagpalagay natin, r is equivalent to 3 meters. Kasi, ang mga sagot dito is in terms of r, ha? Pero, para numerical value yung makuha natin, pagpalagay natin yung r is 3 meters. Now, so basically, class, to find the value of this SG, no? Itong SG na to, paano natin yan kukunin? Okay. So, draw tayo ulit ng initial position. Okay. Initial position ng ating tao nito. Ng cylinder. Okay. This is the initial position ng ating cylinder. Considering masyadong malaki. Okay. Ito na lang. So, gawa tayo ng parang coordinate axis. X and Y. Okay. Ganyan. Ito yung G natin. No? And then, of course, meron tayong R dito, no? Ito R to. And then, paano to naging R, class? Okay, 'di ba? Pag move niya, ito yung R lang diyan, ito lang yung na part. Okay. Okay, ito lang na part yan. R. No? So, etong na part yun. Etong part na to. Hindi to initial position. Ito yung at the instant position. Ito yung R natin. Okay, ito yung R natin. Ito yung theta natin. And then, kukunin natin yung basically yung SG. Ito na part. So, anong value nito, class? So, dito, ang ginawa niya, okay, whatever yung arc length, no? Okay, remember this one, class. Whatever yung arc length na, okay, along this arc na move, na displace, that is also equivalent sa horizontal position na displace ni point G. Okay? Take it for example, galing dito, ito yung magiging, niya, no? Ito yung initial position, nandito yan siya, no? Pag-roll niya, so ito na yung, niya, no? Ito na yung parang bagong touch point niya with the ground, no? So, yung na-change dito na arc length is equivalent sa dito, sa displacement na, na nangyari dito sa point G. So, therefore, yung SG dito is yung arc length nito. Okay? So, di ba pag meron tayong central angle tsaka yung radius, yung arc length nito is equivalent lang sa R tapos theta or central angle. Which is naka-radian dapat yan, yung central angle natin. Now, determine din natin yung velocity at saka yung acceleration. Wala tayong wala tayong theta din. So, pagpalagay natin theta is equivalent sa 30 degrees. Okay? At the instant na shown, that is 30 degrees. So, kasi ang sagot talaga dito, class, is in terms of theta and radius. Okay? R. Okay? So, lagay tayo ng numerical value. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is to solve for the value of velocity. Similar pa rin, yung velocity natin is the first derivative ng position natin with respect to time. Since yung position natin is naka-radius tapos angular, meron tayong angular position, no? So, unang gagawin natin yung angular, yung theta natin na 30 degrees, i-convert muna natin ito sa radian. So, in 180 degrees, this is pi radian. So, cancel yung degrees. So, that would give us ilang radian to, class? Ilang radian to? Okay, move ko lang to. 30 over 180. So, okay. Check ko lang ulit. That is equivalent sa, okay, sabihin na natin 1 pi over 6. Okay, pi over 6 lang para eksaka. Pi over 6 radian. Okay. So, therefore, yung velocity pala natin, okay, ng G natin, that is equivalent sa d over dt ng ating position, which is r theta naka-radian. Okay? Now, yung velocity natin, basically, that is equivalent sa r. Diba, yung d theta over dt yan, no? Ito, class, that is basically equivalent lang sa, class? Angular velocity. Tama ba? Which is already given, no? Which is already given. Ito yun, no? 0.5. So, yung velocity pala natin is basically equivalent lang sa 3 meters. Tapos, yung angular acceleration, angular velocity is 0.5. Anong makukuha natin na value dito? That is 1.5 meters per second. So, yan yung sagot natin for this problem. Okay? Now, for acceleration naman, that is the first derivative naman ng velocity with respect to time. So, nakuha na natin yung velocity natin, which is basically equal to this one, r angular, first derivative naman ito, r tapos angular velocity. Okay? So, basically, that is just basically equivalent lang sa So, r tapos d angular velocity with respect to time. So, basically, 3 meters lang. Ito, that is the angular acceleration, which is 0.333. Tama ba, class? 0.333. So, ilan to, class? 0.999 ba? Tama? 0.99? Okay, 0.99. Or approximately 1 na lang. Meter per second square. So, yan yung sagot para dito sa tanong na to. Okay? So, yan is using absolute analysis. So, ano lang yung ginamit natin yung mga known na velocity tsaka yung acceleration ng mga formula. Okay? So, meron pa tayong problem dito. Itong part na to, nasolve na natin to by the way, no? Nung previous na mga discussion. Pero, iniba ko lang yung degrees para ma-recall natin. Okay? So, sa problem na to, we have here a large window. Okay, sandali lang class ha. Okay, okay naman. A large window shown is opened using a hydraulic cylinder AB. So, itong cylinder na AB, okay, tumataas to, and that correspondingly makes the window to open wide. Okay, if the cylinder extend at a constant rate of 0.3 meter per second, determine na natin yung angular velocity at saka angular acceleration nitong window na to. At the instant, yung theta natin is 60 degrees. Ito, 60 degrees daw. Okay? So, basically, makakreate tayo dito ng parang isang ganitong triangle. No? Okay, anong gagawin natin dito? Kukunin lang natin yung relationship ng S, etong side na to, at itong side na to. So, i-draw natin yung triangle na yan. So, meron tayong triangle. So, basically, we will be using the cosine law for this one. This is 1 meter, this is 2 meters, this is S. So, this is your theta. So, opposite the theta, yun yung S, no? So, therefore, using cosine law, di ba? S, ayan yun, S square equivalent sa 1 square plus 2 square minus 2 of 1 times 2, then cosine of theta. Okay? So, basically, kukunin na natin muna yung value ng S, no? So, S at theta is equivalent to 60 degrees. S equivalent sa square root ng, square root of, 1 square plus 2 square minus 2 times 2, negative, magiging negative 4 yan. Then, cosine of 60 degrees. Ilan to, class? S equivalent sa, sige daw, pakikuha ng value nito, class. Hello? Square root of 3. Okay, sige, sabihin natin square root of 3. Sure? Okay, sige, ano ko lang ha. 5 minus 4 cosine of 60. That is square root of 3. Okay, no? Ito. Yan yung S natin. So, in terms of theta, yung S natin would be equivalent sa ito, S squared, no? S squared equivalent sa 1 plus 4, that is 5 minus 4 cosine theta. Ayan yun, no? In terms of theta, yung S squared natin. So, ito yung value ng S natin at the instant nga 60 degrees yung theta. Then, ito naman yung S squared natin at any given theta. Okay. Gagamitin natin to kasi, di ba, kunin natin yung angular velocity at saka angular acceleration nitong window. So, kabaliktaran nun kanina kasi kinukuha natin kanina is yung velocity or saka acceleration ng mismong na yung object na nag-move in a straight line. So, dito, kabaliktaran, kukunin natin yung angular acceleration at saka angular velocity nitong window. So, from here, we can take the derivative of this one. Okay, derive natin yan with respect to time. So, we get, okay, itong part na to, derive natin with respect to time. So, dito ko na lang ilagay ha. So, yan. Dito ko ilagay yan. So, we have here, derive natin to with respect to time. So, that is 2s ds over dt. Equivalent yan sa 0. Derivative nito 0 minus 4 cosine. Yung derivative ng cosine is negative sine theta. Then we have here d theta over dt. Etong d theta over dt, di ba, yan yung angular velocity. So, yan yung gagamitin natin. Okay, 2, tapos yung s natin, square root of 3. Yung ds over dt natin, that is yung value nito, which is 0.3 meters per second. Yan yung velocity ng s natin, no? So, that is equivalent, 0.3. Okay, 0.3. Equate natin yan dito sa positive 4 na to, no? Kasi negative sine, tapos negative 4. Positive 4 na yan. Okay, sine theta, yung theta natin is 60 degrees. Then, yung angular velocity yung pinapanap dito. So, yung angular velocity pala natin, anong kukuha natin yung value dito, class? So, we have 2 square root of 3 tapos 0.3 and that is 4 sine 60. Ang makukuha nating value dito is 0.3 din. Okay, 0.3. May tanong ba? Right, sandali. May tanong. 3 over 10. Okay, tama. Or 0.3. Okay, that is naka-radians per second yan. Okay, yan yung ating angular velocity. Now, for the last one is yung angular acceleration. So, for angular acceleration, kukunin naman natin yung okay, ito yung nakuha natin na first derivative, di ba? So, derive natin to para makuha natin yung second derivative. Okay, sabihin natin we have here 2s ds over dt, no? Equivalent sa 4 sine theta. Then ito, di ba, this is angular velocity. Yan. So, ang gagawin natin dito, ilagay mo natin yung value nito kasi ito constant na yan, no? So 2 times square root of 3, di ba? Then 0.3. Okay? Yan, di ba, yun? So equivalent yan sa 4 sine theta w. Okay. Take natin yung derivative nito with respect to time. So anong mangyayari dito? Sandali lang, ha. Tama ba to? Sige, try natin. Okay, ang mangyayari dito, derivative nito, since this is constant, so that is 0. Equivalent yan sa okay, 4 set aside natin. Ito, parang gawin natin tong product rule. Ito yung u natin, ito yung v natin. Okay? Kasi nag-change yung theta natin at saka yung angular velocity with respect to time. So, that would become okay, u sine theta. Okay. Ito, that is dw over dt. D omega pala. D omega over dt. Plus omega. Tapos, derivative ng sine, that is negative cosine theta. Again, that is d theta over dt. Tama ba? Okay. Ito, that is yung angular acceleration. Yan yung hinahanap natin. So, ito, sulat muna natin 4 sine theta angular acceleration. Ito, negative yan, no? Pag i-transpose natin yan sa kabila, magiging positive na yan. Angular velocity, cosine theta, tapos ito, d theta over dt. That is the same thing as angular velocity din. So, angular velocity din yan. So, basically, angular velocity squared, cosine theta, equivalent yan sa 4 sine theta, angular acceleration. Divide natin yan both side by 4 sine theta. So, makukuha natin yung angular acceleration to be equivalent sa okay, w squared or omega squared. Yung omega natin, nakuha na natin yan, 0.3. Okay, 0.3 square. Yung nakuha natin kanina. Ito yon. Tapos, cosine of 60 degrees. Then, divide 4. Tapos, sine of 60 degrees. Anong makukuha nating value dito? Sige daw. Ha? Hello? Sorry? Ano yun? Ano yun? Naka-negative cosine? Anong negative cosine? Anong negative cosine? Sorry, hindi ko. U dv v du. Derivative of sine. Okay, mali pala, no? Sorry. Derivative of sine is cosine lang. Tama. So, ito magiging negative to, no? Okay, negative to. So, negative to. So, anong value makukuha natin dito, class? Tama, negative yan. Dapat. Anong value makukuha natin dito? Sige daw, everyone. 0.3 square. Cosine of 60. Then, we have here 4 sine of 60. Okay, sagot dito is negative. Tama ba to? Negative 0.012. Tama? Same ba tayo ng kuha, class? 99. Or 0.29. Sabihin natin 0.3 na lang. That is radians per second squared. Yan yung sagot natin for this problem. Okay ba?